Do you really think that the idea of climbing Mount Everest is the same as the reality of climbing it? Like, you're crazy, but then you can do it and everything is okay. No, it's not, in my opinion, the same thing. You can be just as crazy to want to climb Mount Everest, but it doesn't mean you will do it. For example, I am crazy, but at least I know who I'm crazy about. But you may do something crazy, and then your object of desire turns out to be a monster. This is my problem.
The adventure film. Yes, it is a very good description. I like it very much, because there's never been a proper categorization of the films I've made over the past 30-some years. There's been other lists and classifications, but there's never been a real category and a real definition for my films. So I'm glad you see it in terms of adventure films, because I've always labeled myself as a film poet and as a filmmaker who tries to be radical and who composes like a musician composes music.
I think it is no secret that I like some of your adventure films, but at the same time I agree with you. When you criticize the Hollywood commercialized adventure films, where you have Bruce Willis surviving one catastrophe after another, and I would say that this extremely pessimistic idea of everything ends in death, that there is nothing to hope for, and that the only thing that keeps us going is the crazy neurotic desire for some kind of satisfaction, for some kind of story. I would even call these films romantic in a sense that the positive narrative arc is the redemptive story or story of the neurotic protagonist who goes from misfortune to misfortune and then somehow finds redemption, finds satisfaction. Isn't that what stories are about?
This is not my cup of tea. I always disliked Hollywood films of this kind. I always said, I'm not going there, and I didn't until The Grizzly. It was a Hollywood film, and my first Hollywood film. I remember how I was met by people in Los Angeles right at the airport. I expected them to be a drug dealer and some pimps. But it was some really nice people working for 20th Century Fox. So we shook hands and went straight to Burger King. They said, we want you to develop some projects here and work with us. You can live here, too. And I said, I'm German, I'm not coming here. I will stay in Germany. And I won't live next door to Hollywood.